for your patience. We now join the Tangerine Bowl already in progress.
Wide right. First down play, Golden Eagles. Reggie Collier wisely dances out of bounds as Taft Sales was in healthy pursuit. Number 95. A gain of a yard for Reggie Collier. Second down and 9. 6:12 to play in the second period. Don Horn comes back in at wide receiver along with Ricky Floyd at tailback. Means at the bottom of your screen in the slot. Collier. Not much, if anything at all. Jeff Gaylord diagnosed the play very well and immediately put the collar on Reggie Collier.
Jeff Gaylord playing an excellent ball game. As we see Collier come down with a fake to fullback, coming down the line on the option. One fake to the inside. Gaylord picks him up.
Livings and Winder in the game offensively. For Southern Mississippi, Jeff Gaylord was shaken up on the last play, and he is replaced by Benny Smith at tackle. Third down and 8. The blitz is on. Raymond Powell struggling and making the first down. Red Potter made the tackle, but the blitz was on from the left corner. Demetrius Johnson was coming, and Collier just ran away from the blitz.
The blitz is a good defense against the run, but what it does as far as the passing game is concerned, it lets you open on a one-on-one type situation. And you saw the success that Collier had with that as he threw the ball to Powell to pick up the first down.
5:14 to play, second quarter. Floyd in a tailback. Livings wide to the right. Horn, top of your screen to the left. Floyd in the arms of David McNeil at 6'3", 215 pounds. Second leading tackler on the Missouri squad, and he was right there.
I believe that was the first time we saw Reggie Collier on a straight drop-back pass, setting up in the pocket and then dropping it to his halfback. Most of the time he's going from the sprint right or sprint left or off of the option to run down the side, and then a little pop pass over the middle.
Benny Smith comes out of the game. Jeff Gaylord is back in for Missouri. Sammy Winder in a tailback for Southern Miss. Second down. And 8 for a first down. Collier looking for Mike Livings. Demetrius Johnson defending on the play. But Randy Jostis and Taft Sales really contained Collier from turning the corner.
They contained him in the defensive secondary, did an excellent job in coverage. Anytime you can string that play out, you're going to get more help coming back from the inside. And that's exactly what happened to him.
71 was Rick Floman for Southern Miss on the sideline. Third down play coming up for the Golden Eagles at the Missouri 21-yard line. Floyd is back in the game in place of Sammy Winder at tailback. Pass overthrown, intended for Ricky Floyd. It will set up a fourth down. That normally means the entree of Steve Clark, the field goal kicker for Southern Miss. His field goal will come from about 38 yards away. And from that range, Clark is 5 of 8 during the course of the year. Davy Sellers, the backup quarterback to Reggie Collier, will hold on a 38-yard field goal try with an angle to the right. The kick is good. And Southern Mississippi is on the board for the very first time with 4:07 to play in the second quarter. As the Missouri Tigers lead is now cut to 4, 7-3. We'll return to the Tangerine Bowl in just a moment.
like some ice cold, hey, orange juice right now. Yeah, orange juice would sure hit the spot. High time for something cool and good.
Hi, Harry, the usual?
Nope. Today, make it orange juice.
100% pure orange juice from Florida. It isn't just for breakfast anymore.
Producing a prize-winning Cabernet means the world to these young vintners. That's why they're protecting their winery with a comprehensive business insurance policy from the Hartford. One of many Hartford insurance plans with coverage that can grow as the business does. Skill and dedication keep this winery growing. The Hartford protects it. If your business means the world to you, call an independent agent who represents the Hartford. Let us protect your world.
Promotional consideration furnished by Champion Products, makers of fine athletic uniforms, exciting campus sportswear, and imprinted leisure wear. Across America and around the world, it takes a little more to make a champion.
Here are the deep men for University of Missouri. Jeff Smith on the left, James Caver on the right. Southern Miss's best scoring quarter during the course of the year has always been the second quarter, but it gets tougher to score against Missouri as the game wears on. Smith at the 5. Jeff Smith out to the 40-yard line of Southern Mississippi, and Bruce Miller made the saving tackle. Otherwise, Jeff Smith has gone to the races.
Let's take a look at it right here as the ball is bobbled. 9 out of 10 times this usually happens when a mistake is made by the ball. Guys have a tendency to relax, and I believe that's exactly what happened on that play. It was able to enable him to pick up some tremendous yardage on a great run.
50 yards on the return by Jeff Smith sets up Mizzou an excellent field. Bill White for Mizzou. Find out what's going on Reggie Collier's mind. He's with Steve Grass.
What's the problem with the Missouri defense? Well, we just been stopping ourselves mainly, you know, having personal fouls against us and certain penalties and stuff. We've really been stopping ourselves, not so much as them stopping, but they have a very tough defensive team. We just have to make corrections, you know, on the sidelines if we plan to put some more points on the board. All right, Reggie Collier, quarterback for Southern Mississippi.
Second down, Missouri. 36-yard line of USF. Excellent reception by Kurt Thomas. He makes his first reception of the day, and then Ray Walker makes the handcuff at the 29-yard line.
Take a look at Perry here as he sprints out to his left, sets his feet. There's a throw, an excellent throw by Perry. Fine reception made. Curtin Thomas, number 17, on a reception.
Thomas wide to the right. Cavers flat to the left side. First down, Missouri. Bob Meyer. Maybe a yard before Moochie Allen. 6'4", 258. Put the stop on. George Tillman, the right end, also in. Pepper's getting a little bit heated down there. It'll bring up second down as the clock now proves to be a factor. 2:35 to play, second quarter. Missouri leading at 7-3 in a bitter defensive struggle as advertised. The running back, Bill White, was the intended receiver. George Tillman, the defensive end, was one-on-one coverage with Bill White.
Perry so far tonight has been 4 out of 9 for 65 yards, so he's been throwing the ball at almost a 50% completion average, but he has thrown the ball sparingly, but it's just at the right time and making some good connections.
So a 3rd and 9 play coming up for Missouri. Caver wide right. Thomas wide left. Ball is almost intercepted. Intended for Caver. Danny Jackson almost came up with a loose football. Bruce Miller is the one that made the deflection, and there's a player hurt
That's Perry down there hurt. He was hit in the act of throwing the football by two of the defensive players from Southern Mississippi, and he's a little woozy.
They don't call Southern Mississippi the nasty bunch for no good reason. Perry's been hurting all year. He took over the starting role in the 9th game, then they had the ribcage injury against Kansas in the final game. I shouldn't say he's been hurting all year, but in the final game, he suffered some badly bruised ribs, and tonight he is wearing a flak jacket to protect those ribs. Being helped off the field, it is a 4th down play, and Bob Lucchese will come on to try a field goal that will be 45 yards in length with an angle to the right. From this distance, Lucchese is 2 of 5 during the course of the year from 40 yards and out. Will hold. The kick is just over the bar. A 45-yard field goal by Bob Lucchese gives Missouri a 10-3 lead with 2:05 to play in the second quarter at the Tangerine Bowl.
Hey world, you going on vacation? MasterCard and me, we can do it all. The credit card we really need, the only one for us. MasterCard and me, we can do it all.
When an engine needs a rebuild, I bring it to Joe.
That's me.
And you know what he's rebuilding a lot more of these days?
4-cylinder engines.
Small engines work a lot harder than big engines, so if you have a small car, it's even more important to take care of it right. Change the oil regularly, and put in a new Fram oil filter when you're supposed to. A Fram filter doesn't cost much.
I do.
But the choice is yours. You can pay me now.
Or pay me later.
Southern Mississippi's deep man on the ensuing kickoff. Ricky Floyd will be in the middle, number 2. Clement Terrell to his left. And Tracy Gamble to his right. Mike Bellotta will kick off for the Tigers. They lead it 10-3. And John, everything was advertised. This game is turning out to be thus far very tough.
It is a tough-hitting football game from both sides, and it's been moving back and forth, but I do think Missouri has had the better of it so far, and I believe going into the ball game that Southern Mississippi may have been favored.
A squibber. Gamble at the 12-yard line. Tripped up at the 20 and goes down outside the 20-yard line. I believe the first man to get to him was Rex White for Missouri. So Southern Miss will see what they do here, John, with 2:01 to play in the second quarter. And Collier has not been able to get him on track because Missouri has played super defense.
Missouri has defense Collier very, very well. As I said before the ball game, you would rather see Collier sit back there and throw the football rather than turn him loose out in the secondary running with the football, because he is most dangerous in that capacity.
I got the rush on Reggie Collier again. Missouri recovers the football at the 26-yard line. Demetrius Johnson makes the big play. Rod Skillman was the man that dislodged the football, and Demetrius Johnson comes up with it.
Reggie Collier now on a sprint out the right looking for a receiver. Cannot find one, decides to run, and here comes the pursuit from behind, and he knocks the ball out. The ball is recovered by Demetrius Johnson of the Missouri Tigers.
So Missouri, as you look at it from the end zone.
There's another look at it right here as Reggie Collier moves back to the outside. There's the fumble. There's the recovery.
Brad Perry is back in the game. Gibbler in motion. And White inside the 20. Brought down from behind by George Tillman.
Old Mr. Momentum is on Missouri's side at this time, and they are taking charge of the line of scrimmage as we see some very good line play by the Missouri Tigers.
1 minute and 28 seconds to play. Second quarter, Missouri already leading 10-3, looking to add to that total here. Second down and about a yard. White inside the 15. Larry Ford, the right tackle, was there, and there's a Southern Mississippi player down on the field, and he is hurting. And I believe that is Charlie Jenkins, the left tackle for the Golden Eagles. This is where the trainers come into play. And speaking of the trainers, you'll meet the trainers of the year at halftime of this telecast. You'll also meet the Hartford Insurance Senior All-America football team. Missouri has called for a timeout as Charlie Jenkins is helped from the field. And Richard Byrd will come in to replace Charlie Jenkins. There is 1 minute and 4 seconds to play in the second quarter. Head coach, Southern Mississippi, Bobby Collins, one of the most affable people that I've met. Missouri has 2 timeouts remaining. Our 20th anniversary year on the Mizzou Television Network. One of the most exciting sports worldwide, the Mohawk Cycling Classic, will take place in March of '82. A first down play for the Missouri Tigers at the 15-yard line of the Golden Eagles. Kirtland Thomas had his man beat to the inside, and he could not hold on to it, right in front of Bruce Miller. And Miller there, number 48, knows that he was beaten.
Oh, he was beaten badly, and he had perfectly thrown football right in his arm. No reason not to hold on to that football. Take a look at it right here. There's the throw. There should have been the reception. Looks like he may have taken his eyes off of the football.
Thomas to the top of your screen. It blow the play dead before it unfolds, and it could cost Missouri. It would appear, looking by the legal procedure against the Tigers, you could tell almost immediately that Missouri wasn't too happy about that call before the official call was made. So that'll bring it back to the 20-yard line. Second down and 15. With 57 seconds to play in the second quarter. 10-3, Missouri has the lead. Caver in motion. Perry, and an excellent defensive play by Bruce Miller. So Miller atones for what could have been a disastrous mistake before, and here he makes a great defensive play.
Tremendous effort by Miller. Let's take a look at it. We see Perry moving out here to his left side. There's the throw. Watch the play by Miller as he extends himself fully to knock the ball away from the intended receiver.
Bruce Miller, a sophomore from Ackerman, Mississippi, replaced the very talented Hanford Dixon, who's now playing with the Cleveland Browns in that Southern Mississippi secondary. Third down play. Perry under a rush. And I think that Bob Meyer would rather have not caught that football, and Danny Jackson made an excellent defensive play.
Perry was just trying to get rid of it to someone, and he did not want to get caught back there with the sack. Let's take a look at it. Take a look at the tremendous rush put on by Southern Mississippi's football team. Everyone in there that time. There's the throw. There's the catch, and hello.
Lucchese, who has one 45-yard field goal to his credit, will try this one from 41 yards away, straight away, between the hash marks. 51-yard field goal by Bob Lucchese, and Missouri now leads it 13-3 with 5 seconds remaining until halftime. Be sure and stay with us at halftime. We'll present the Trainer of the Year Awards, the Hartford Insurance Senior All-American Football Team. And you'll get to meet 2 of the nicest young men that I've met this week, the respective co-captains. We won't tell you who they are. We want you to see them for yourself for the first time. But I'll put it to you this way. One of them was in this football game a year ago, and the other one has a future in medicine or anything that he wants to do.
Good, because if I get any colder, I might get sick.
And you might need that, young man. We do want to take this time on behalf of Citizens Watch Company of America. I'd like to present Sam Hines with the official watch of the Tangerine Bowl. Citizen is pleased to be participating in the festivities. And here again, my congratulations to one of the true nice guys in the bowl business, the president of this year's Tangerine Bowl, Mr. Sam Hines. We have 5 seconds to play, second quarter. Ricky Floyd, who can break it to the distance, may not have the opportunity to do so. The Lotus kick is a squibber, as we figured. And that will be the last play of the second quarter. That is the end of the first half. Missouri leading 13-3. Steve Grad is with the leading coach to this moment, Warren Powers.
Please. Well, I thought we were moving the ball pretty well on offense. We had just a hard time getting the ball that second quarter, and they're a very dangerous football team. Our defense is out there a long time, and we just got to play a little bit better defense and cut out the penalties.
Well, you did cut off Reggie Collier so far.
Well, you don't cut him out. He's an awfully great athlete. But we just got to play a little bit better and eliminate the dang penalties that are killing us, and move our offense can move the football if we get every chance.
Okay, Warren Powers, thank you very much. I'll let you get back with your team. Okay. Warren Powers of the Missouri Tigers, the head coach. It's 13-3 in favor of Missouri over Southern Mississippi, and we'll be back with halftime right after these messages.
Good service isn't giving people what they expect. No, it's giving them more than they expect. Avis knows that. So when you make a reservation, Avis makes a commitment, and they honor it.
Morgan?
See, even if you're 6 hours late, now you might be willing to pay a little more for this service, but at Avis, you don't have to. Trying harder is still the best way to do business.
At Red Lobster, we pay attention to every detail. That's what makes our seafood so special. Whether it's the proper seasonings for our stuffed shrimp or our light breading for those tender fillets, nothing is left to chance. Scallops, oysters, crab, lobster. Each is prepared right here by people who love it. For people who love it.
Red Lobster for the seafood lover in you.
This is Television Sports USA, the Mislu Television Network. Right here, let's pause for these messages from your local station.
I'm going down. And the potential.
The Jackson Exchange Bank and Trust Company offers its customers a true banking convenience. Their facility at 2025 Highway 61 East in Jackson is open from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 12 noon Saturdays, so customers can bank at their convenience. This facility offers a full range of services, including drive-up banking, safe deposit boxes, and lending services. Open your new account today with the Jackson Exchange Bank and Trust Company, growing to serve you better.
Raleigh, North Dakota, where winters are cold and costly, they're now warm and economical. Father Kenneth Wald heats 6 classrooms with Kerosene portable heaters. For 40 cents a day, these safety-tested kerosene heaters give him clean, odorless comfort. And for St. Gertrude's Parish, the savings were a miracle. Kerosene. Because you don't have money to burn.
Right, Murfreesboro, Men & Son, Sporting, Pickneyville, and Williams, Royalton.
The new International 50 Series.
It's a fine, smooth running machine.
Rated #1 by 50 out of 57 John Deere owners.
All the power you could ever want.
#1 overall in average scores for 27 key areas.
It shifts a whole lot easier than the quad range.
The International 50 Series, the new #1.
You better look at the new International tractor before you buy.
Visit Schneider Equipment in Cape Girardeau and Advance and Shawnee Equipment, Vienna, Illinois.
From Cape Girardeau, KFBS-TV, Channel 12.
One Tangerine Bowl, Florida Citrus Queen, Miss Brenda Eubanks. Brenda?
Thank you. I would like to thank Lever, first of all, for participating in this year's Tangerine Bowl. Thank you.
Thank you, Brenda. In addition, we have a check that I'd like to present to the Tangerine Bowl Scholarship Fund to Mr. Sam Hines, president of the 1981 Tangerine Bowl, and this is being made in the name of the defensive player of the game that will be awarded in the 4th quarter.
Thank you very much from the community of Central Florida and the Tangerine Bowl for Lever's participation in this year's game. We appreciate it very much.
Thank all of you folks very much. And now let's enjoy some of the beautiful halftime entertainment here from the Missouri Marching Band. Good.
As a Marching the Blues concludes the halftime show with I Think the Mighty Electric.
Halftime at the Tangerine Bowl. Now let's go to Mizzlou Network Control and Dwayne Dow.
We're back at Mizzlou Network Control. Time now for the 2nd annual Hartford Insurance Group Senior All-American Team. Selected with an assist from the Football News. Brought to you by the Hartford and their independent insurance agents who say, let us protect your world. Now, let's take a look first of all at the defense. Defensive lineman from the University of Miami, Lester Williams, 6 feet 3, 178 pounds. Williams made 17 tackles against Houston in that game. Defensive lineman, Texas, Kenneth Sims. Among his talents are sacking the quarterback regularly. Defensive lineman from Florida, David Galloway. A year ago, the defensive player of the game in the Tangerine Bowl. He's 283 pounds. Defensive lineman, Iowa, Andre Tippett, one of the hardest-hitting members of one of the hardest-hitting teams in the country. Defensive lineman, Southern Methodist, Harvey Armstrong. Great quickness, and he's a big reason for the recent success of Southern Methodist. Linebacker from Notre Dame, Bob Crable, has made more tackles in his career than anyone in Fighting Irish history. Linebacker from Southern California, Chip Banks. His nickname, Mr. Inside and Mr. Outside. He's played all the linebacker positions. Linebacker from Mississippi State, Johnny Cooks, named Defensive Player of the Year in the tough Southeastern Conference. Defensive back from Washington State, Paul Sorensen. At free safety, Sorensen always is a threat to make the big play. Defensive back from Baylor, Van McElroy. He's intercepted 16 passes in his career for an all-time Baylor record. Free safety from Miami, Fred Marion. He has the all-time record for career interceptions at Miami. Punter, Florida State, Ron Stark. He kicks with the left foot. His best performances come against the strongest opponents. So that's the defense. We'll take a look at the offense after this from the Hartford.
Staying close to kids and sports means the world to this former coach. That's why he protects his sporting goods store with Spectrum Business Insurance from the Hartford. Spectrum provides all the insurance he needs in one convenient package and coverage that grows as the business does. Love and hard work keep this business going. Spectrum protects it. If your business means the world to you, call an independent agent who represents the Hartford. Let us protect your world.
Thanks, Hartford. Now, let's take a look at the offense. At tight end, from UCLA, Tim Reitman, senior, 6'3", 237 pounds, an outstanding blocker, a fine receiver. Wide receiver from Clemson, Perry Tuttle, the school's all-time pass-catching champion, 47 catches this year. Offensive lineman from Minnesota, Ken Dallafiore, one of the strongest players in the country. He's captain of the Golden Gophers. Offensive lineman from Auburn, Keith Euchre, 6'5". Euchre anchors the Auburn line. Offensive lineman from Penn State, Sean Farrell. He's in keeping with the tradition of strong block and tackle Penn State football. Offensive lineman from Michigan, Kurt Becker. Solid, dependable. He started 35 games in a row for Michigan. Offensive lineman from Missouri, Brad Edelman, a devastating blocker. And a rarity for a starting center, he also is used as a snapper on punts. Quarterback from Brigham Young, Jim McMahon, the nation's passing leader this year, completing 64% of his passes for 30 touchdowns and 3,555 yards. Running back from Southern California, the Heisman Trophy winner, Marcus Allen. He set an all-time national record for rushing, 2,342 yards this year. Also, the nation's leading scorer with 22 touchdowns. Running back from Yale, Rich Diana, the nation's fourth best rusher, 1,442 yards. Sixth in the nation with 15 touchdowns. He plans a future in medicine. Flanker from Stanford, Darren Nelson. Second in the nation with 67 pass catches. He's had 3 years of at least 50 catches per season. Place kicker from Michigan State, Morton Anderson. Anderson's kickoffs are like soaring rockets. His 63-yard field goal against Ohio State is a Big Ten record. The upset performance of the year by a senior was Princeton's Bob Holly, giving the Princeton Tigers their first victory over Yale in 15 years, 35-31. Holly passed for 501 yards and 4 touchdowns. Then he scored the winning touchdown himself. Now, let's join the offensive and defensive captains on the second annual Hartford Insurance Group Senior All-American Team.
Thank you, Dwayne. It gives me a great deal of pleasure to introduce to you the Vice President of the Hartford, Mr. Larry Kerwin, to present this year's honorary co-captains. Larry?
Thank you, Howard. On behalf of the Hartford, I'm pleased to present David Galloway, defensive lineman, University of Florida, representing the defensive team. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Curran. And on behalf of the defensive unit, I'd like to thank you and the Hartford and Football News for inviting me here today.
Last year's Tangerine Bowl Defensive Player of the Game, David Galloway.
And I'm equally pleased to present Rich Diana, running back, Yale University, for the offensive team. Congratulations, Rich.
Thank you, Mr. Curran. I'd like to thank the Hartford Insurance for selecting all of us, and I'd also like to thank Ms. Lou and the Football News.
Okay. Congratulations, Rich, for a great career, David, and thank you, Larry.
And now let's enjoy the music of the Southern Mississippi Band.
Now we take a break in ball game action.
now we'll be back with more exciting halftime activities right after these words from your local station.
With the easel, karaoke, and hand on the road.
People trust Seiko technology for bold sports watches that perform brilliantly, even 100 meters beneath the sea. People trust Seiko for slim dress watches with every timekeeping function you'll probably ever need. People trust Seiko for watches that are as finely crafted as they are technologically advanced. In fact, people trust Seiko more than any other watch. At your authorized dealer.
Boot Heel Buick customers have learned to expect a little something extra when they buy a Buick. In keeping with that tradition, this year, your Boot Heel Buick dealers are offering bargain packages with no-charge options on 82 LeSabres, Regals, and Skylarks. On LeSabre and Regal, choose between vinyl top and designer accent paint. And on Skylark, receive a no-charge AM/FM radio. The best-in-class 82 Buick. Test drive one at a Boot Heel Buick dealer in your area.
Wouldn't you really rather have a Buick?
Did you know thousands of people have already won instant cash from their Coca-Cola bottler?
Thousands?
And there's still more to win. Just look for bottles and cans of Coke and Tab with a $sign on top. Look underneath to see if you're an instant cash winner. You could win $1,000.
$1,000?
What would you do with all that money?
Spend it!
Look for cash caps from your Coca-Cola bottler.
Available on products of the Coca-Cola Bottling Company.
I'm Dwayne Dow. It's halftime at the Tangerine Bowl. We're at Ms. Lou Network Control. Welcome to They Keep 'em Playing. This is a salute by the Ms. Lou Television Network to the professional athletic trainers of America. And we're brought to you by Nutriment, bodybuilding energy food. Nutriment gives you energy to burn. We took our Ms. Lou crew to the beautiful campus of the Air Force Academy. And we met a gentleman named Jim Comboy. He's trainer at the Air Force. Jim gives us some insight as to protective equipment for the all-important knees.
Today we were talking about a lateral preventative knee brace, and this is an adjunct to good rehabilitation of the knee. In the case of Pat Bendrick, one of our quarterbacks from Wisconsin, Pat suffered the loss of this ligament because the damage was such that it couldn't be reconstructed or repaired at that particular time. Now, I would like to demonstrate that we have Pat on a strengthening program, and he continues to be stronger than his left leg, but that we don't leave that to chance. We tape his knee with a reminder, with the tape coming down and coming to the front to prevent a forward motion and to some extent. What it is a reminder that when he hits this stop, he'll get off onto his other leg, and then we add the outside preventative brace that we're talking about, and we want to use that in conjunction with all of our other treatment to help Pat play football. Pat can step down right here and demonstrate for you that even with this tape, number one, we thought of the rehabilitation. He's strong enough again, and he could stand over here or stand up on the table, and then you could see the mobility that he does have with this brace applied with tape. Ted Sunquist is from Houston, Texas, and our fullback who had a freak injury in one of our practices in that he was bumped from the lateral side, typical of what we explained earlier on the mock-up of the knee joint. But in his case, he did not completely tear the cruciate ligament, and he didn't damage it to the amount that he needed surgical reconstruction. This brace, though, is constructed a little bit differently in that it has a hinge superior and posterior to the bar that protects the outside of the knee. Would you stand up then, Ted, and demonstrate the flexibility for a fullback position? And you can see that he can go down, and yet you saw that in the lateral stability that he's there.
The National Athletic Trainers Association is very much concerned with the certification of trainers for high schools around America. On that topic, let's meet the trainer for Indiana State University, Bob Benke.
Hello, I'm Bob Benke, an athletic trainer at Indiana State University. The profession of athletic training has come a long way from the towel-toting, water bucket-carrying, rub-down artist of days gone by. Today's athletic trainer, in cooperation with the medical profession, works constantly to prevent, evaluate, provide emergency care, treat, and rehabilitate a multitude of problems. The athletic trainers certified by the National Athletic Trainers Association have completed specific educational and practical experiences and have passed a rigorous examination testing both knowledges and practical skills. While the NATA certification program of athletic trainers is a voluntary process designed to assure the consumers that athletic trainers are competent, many states are now considering legislation to regulate the practice of athletic training. Legislation in the forms of licensure, certification, or registration have been enacted in Texas, Georgia, Kentucky, and Oklahoma. 30 other states are currently considering similar action. Athletic trainers have one common goal in mind, and that's the health and welfare of athletes. Through the NATA certification program and now the efforts at the state level through legislation, the public can be assured that athletic trainers possess essential knowledges and skills and that the profession has indeed come a long, long way from that towel-toting, water bucket-carrying, rub-down artist of days gone by. If you're interested in further information about the profession of athletic training, please write Careers Brochure, NATA, Post Office Store, 1865, Greenville, North Carolina, zip code 27834. Thank you.
As the punter for the New York Giants, I've learned that what you do before the game can be just as important as what you do during the game. Nutriment bodybuilding energy food can play a big part in training and pregame energy buildup because Nutriment is nutritionally balanced and provides calories for extra energy. That's why teams in this year's bowl games trained on Nutriment. Look, you don't have to be a great athlete to benefit from the great nutrition of Nutriment. It gives everyone energy to burn.
Our thanks to the folks from Nutriment. The people who really appreciate the work of the trainers are the coaches. So let's meet the football coach from the Holy Cross Crusaders, Rick Carter.
There are many factors that go into making a successful athletic program. Good facilities, quality coaches, and players who possess good athletic ability are all very much a part of every successful athletic team. Equally important to the success of any team is a qualified athletic trainer. The trainer serves many functions in his job. He, of course, is responsible for emergency first aid treatment and rehabilitation. In this area, he works closely with the team physician in getting players back into the lineup who may be out because of injury. The ability to rehabilitate injured players is crucial to the success of any team. No team can win consistently if its top players are on the sideline. The trainer's ability to help players return to the lineup helps the team and also helps the individual because every player wants to get off the injured list and get back into action. The trainer also works in preventing injuries. Working with the coaching staff, he may set up preseason conditioning programs and help select the desirable protective equipment. The day-to-day job of taping is also very much a part of the preventive work that the trainer must do. In his association with the players, the trainer often serves as friend and confidant. A personable trainer who possesses enthusiasm and optimism can do much toward developing a favorable emotional climate throughout the season. In summary, the trainer is a vital part of any athletic program. At Holy Cross, we are very fortunate to have two outstanding men working in this very important job.
We'll be meeting the Nutriment Athletic Trainer of the Year award winners during the Bluebonnet Bowl on New Year's Eve. Now, back with more here at the Tangerine Bowl during halftime after this word from your local station.
It is an unforgiving wilderness tamed by forgiving men.
Taste the high country.
They are us, and we are them.
Taste Coors.
It is for men like them we brew our beer, the only one brewed up here. Coors is brewed with pure Rocky Mountain spring water, fresh taste that satisfies every day.
Taste the high country.
There is a time for work, a time for play.
Taste Coors. Big wheels rolling, moving on.
When you're trucking on down the highway, you want the dependability of International and Murley Truck Sales behind you. Murley stocks all the latest International cab-over and conventional trucks, backed up by Murley's large parts department and service shop. Murley also is your dealer for Detroit and Cummins engines. Keep rolling with International and Murley Truck Sales in Advance, Missouri, the trucker's best friends.
Is your bank open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? If not, you need the key at Farmers and Merchants Bank in Cape Girardeau. The key allows you to make deposits or transfer money between your checking and savings accounts, withdraw cash, or obtain your current balance. You can even pay utility and telephone bills and make loan payments. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Farmers and Merchants Bank, can be your key to better banking.
KFBS TV, Channel 12, Cape Girardeau.
Don't do what you have to do, but always keep in mind. A lot of people believe in peace, but there are the other kind. So we might have to fight again, God forbid, but if we do, let us always fight to win. So face the flag, son, and thank God it's still there. God bless you and God bless America. Thank you.
The 36th annual Tangerine Bowl game proudly presents the internationally acclaimed Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders. I'm going to ask all of you to look above the north end of the field at the citrus tree as it lights up the sky over our festivities. Ladies and gentlemen, this halftime show is being brought to you by the Florida Citrus Commission, the Orlando Sentinel-Star, the City of Orlando, and Orange County. The Tangerine Sports Association's week-long holiday classic benefits the Florida Elks Harriana Crippled Children's Home. And now, as you continue to look at the citrus tree, you will see the citrus begin to grow. The halftime show is being directed by Randy Ogren and Vic Vickers. Assistant director is Bob Markle. The announcer is Jeffrey Spiegel, and the show is written by Steve Craig. We would like to thank all of those who have helped to produce this show. And now, ladies and gentlemen, with the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders and the combined college bands of Missouri and Southern Mississippi, band members from our 11 out-of-state high school bands, the United States Navy's 50-state flag team, the Florida Reenactment Society, the Tangerine Bowl Citrus Queen Brenda Eubanks, the Florida Citrus Orangebird, the Little Sentinel, John Wayne, and Mike Urizoni, we present our grand finale. Down on the field, on the USA float, is John Wayne.
At a time when international tensions and domestic frustrations have dampened traditional American optimism, the underdogs U.S. Olympic hockey team gave the entire nation a lift by defeating the world's top team, the Soviets, and ultimately winning a gold medal. Tonight, I'd like to present to you the captain of that team and the man who scored the winning goal to beat the Russians. Ladies and gentlemen, a nice warm welcome for Mike Urizoni.
you're enjoying Orlando's 36th annual Tangerine Bowl Classic. 36 years, and it just keeps getting bigger and better. And as the Tangerine Bowl has grown to become a major college bowl game, the city of Orlando has been on the move too, growing by leaps and bounds with new construction and innovations to keep pace with the community's dynamic expansion, like the International Airport. With its opening just last October, Orlando now has a $300 million, thoroughly modern airport, second to none. Across town, the Sentinel Star proves to be an industrial leader with its sophisticated new production center. Scheduled to open in March of 1983, Orange County's 150,000 square foot convention center is still another example of the area's anticipated growth. Orlando's growing up. Within just the last 10 years, it's become an important industrial and commercial center with over 300 manufacturing companies opening or expanding operations here. And something else happened here 10 years ago. Something to make the Orlando area the world's most popular vacation destination, Walt Disney World. You can't think of Orlando without thinking of the magic and adventure of Walt Disney World. And right now, the Magic Kingdom is brimming with 10th birthday excitement. Special parties, parades, and shows to beat the band. Orlando is proud to be the home of the Tangerine Bowl. Not only are the games always exciting, but the proceeds go to benefit the Florida Elks Harriana Hospital for physically handicapped children. On behalf of the City of Orlando, I'd like to thank all of those who've made it all happen this year. The Sentinel Star, the Florida Citrus Commission, Walt Disney World, and the thousands of volunteers who made the 36th annual Tangerine Bowl a community effort of which we can all be proud. Happy holidays.
Eastern invites you to unwrap a beautiful vacation package. Eastern Super 7 vacations to Florida, Mexico, the Bahamas, the Caribbean. One low price for airfare, hotel, and more. 1 week to do whatever you choose. Super 7 vacations. How little they cost, how much they offer.
When you need the sun, there's only one Eastern. When you need the sun, there's only one.
If it's anything to do with time today, Citizen's probably done it. With the first quartz movement to break the 1 millimeter barrier. With the incredible mega quartz, precise to approximately 3 seconds a year. And the world's smallest quartz movement. Citizen quartz timepieces, so beautiful, so precise, some call them masterpieces. Citizen, we're making the most of time.
Available at fine jewelry and better department stores.
Ready for a real chainsaw? Now's the time to move up to Red, Homelight Red. Because now your dealer's making it easy to get your hands on a Homelight. Like the powerful new 330, feature-packed with solid-state ignition, pro-style handguards, anti-vibration system, automatic chain oiling, and right now, a rugged $25 carry case free. Move up to Red at your Homelight dealer.
The second half of tonight's Tangerine Bowl game is brought to you by Toyota, who invites you to see the totally redesigned Celica. Test drive the stylish performer at your local Toyota dealer. By Light Beer, everything you always wanted in a beer and less. By New Shield, the extra strength deodorant soap that fights odor better, so you'll feel cleaner, cleaner than ever before. And by The Hartford and its independent insurance agents who say, let us protect your world.
We thank the Tangerine Bowl for supplying us with a rather thrilling and colorful halftime show. Very quickly before we kick it off, let's go to Steve Grad.
With me is Coach Bobby Collins of Southern Mississippi. Bobby, what are you going to do to turn it around in the second half?
Well, we need to make something happen. We need to get our kids excited again. We need to turn over defensively right quick and get the ball in good field position and get some points on the board. And that's what we're planning to do right now, and hopefully we can.
All right. Thank you. Let's go for the kickoff.
Thank you. Shane Gabarel will kick off for Southern Mississippi. He kicking it to Caver and Doby. This is Caver. Out across the 20-yard line as we begin the second half. Very quickly looking over the statistics. Reggie Collier, 4 of 12 in the first half for 37 yards. Brad Perry, 5 of 10 for 75 yards. Bob Meyer leading all rushers, 65 yards in just 10 carries. He is, without question, the offensive star of the day for the Missouri Tigers in this football game. From the 21-yard line, Brad Perry, the quarterback. He goes to Bill White. Nowhere. Gerald Bayless, the nose guard. The first man to get to him. The Space Ghost, as he is known by his teammates. No gain on the play. Second down. to 3 if you're just tuning in. Missouri leading Southern Mississippi in the 36th Tangerine Bowl football game. Howard David, John Unitas, Steve Grant on hand. White almost broke it to the 29-yard line. Bruce Miller, the left quarterback, made the tackle.
Fine catch by White that time. It came up to the left side of the line of scrimmage and then broke back to his right, where they were giving some pretty good pursuit, trying to cut him back, and he cut back and picked up some good yardage. It was a fine cut by White. Good peripheral vision on his part.
White was a walk-on as a senior, transferred from Southeast Missouri State to the University of Missouri. Caver comes wide to the left side. A 3rd and 2. Perry is going to be short, and there's a flag thrown. He was tackled at the 30-yard line. And the option will probably be in Southern Mississippi's possession. As to what they're going to do, it will bring up 4th down, John, and it looks like they'll probably take the play. The legal use of the hands is the call against Missouri, and we'll see if they do, in fact, take the penalty or the play. If they take the play, it'll be 4th down.
I would think that they're short on the 1st down, Howard. You would take the play and make Missouri turn the ball over.
Bobby Collins, who grew up in Laurel, Mississippi, just 30 miles from the University of Southern Mississippi campus, looking on. And this is 7th year as the head coach. And it will be a punt situation coming up now. Eric Schmidt to come into the game, and he'll be kicking to either Ricky Floyd, number 2, or Danny Jackson, number 24. Schmidt averages 38 yards per punt. The lefty gets it away. And a beauty. Floyd, fair catch, 34-yard line. That is where Southern Mississippi will put it in play as they make an effort to try to get back in this football game.
Fine kick. The ball was up in the air for a good while, which enabled the Missouri Tigers to get down underneath the football. Floyd having to go for the fair catch. No room for which to run it. He elected to take a fair catch, and rightfully so. 1st and 10.
36-yard punt by Eric Schmidt. To the 40-yard line, Clement Terrell. Ken Judd, the right defensive end, the man that made the stop. Phil Mann, the offensive center for Southern Miss, opened up a pretty decent hole, and he picks up almost 5, not a little more than 5 yards on the play. Terrell in the first half, 5 carries, 23 yards. Southern Miss could not get it on track in the first half. Sammy Winder near a 1st down. Van Darko, the strong side linebacker, was there to make the stop on the play. Steve Grant's got a rather interesting, if not magnificently looking guess.
This is Terry Bangerter, Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. Terry, how do you become one with thousands and thousands of girls vying for one of 30 spots?
Well, we have tryouts every year, and this past year we had about 2,000 girls try out, and we have the preliminaries, the semifinals, and then the finals, and you just have to pass each step. And just hope that you make it and have confidence in yourself and enjoy what you're doing. I think that's what's important.
Thank you. I'm going to have to ask you how you keep warm a little bit later.
Okay. Thank you. It was nice being here.
Boy, Steve Gregg gets all the good assignments, doesn't he, John?
Oh. That would make me warm right here.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Third down, less than a yard. First down for a first down for Southern Mississippi. Winder for the first down in Mizzou territory.
Southern Mississippi has a little momentum going for them. They've run that middle 3 times in a row, have come up with a first down. Winder has picked up some good yardage, and looks like they're taking charge off the line of scrimmage right now. They're going to have to do that if they're going to maintain control of the football and get any points, Howard.
First down for the Golden Eagles. Lips and Livings, the wideout. Collier has time. And the ball is almost intercepted by Demetrius Johnson on the pass intended for Raymond Powell. Demetrius Johnson, who's second-team All-Big 8, is having a night.
He's having a fine ball game, and what has to happen is that Collier has to loft that ball just a little bit more. There's number 81 of Southern Mississippi.
George Tillman.
George Tillman. But Collier had a man open that time, Howard. He just did not put the ball up in the air high enough for him, as almost come up with an interception. Came up with an interception.
Lips and Means wide right. This is Means in motion. An excellent defensive play by Big Jeff Gaylord. Senior from Overland Park, Kansas, has made a habit of being in the USM backfield tonight. A loss of a yard. It will be third down. Benny Smith comes in the game for Missouri, replacing Jerome Sally at nose guard. Third down and 13 for Southern Miss, 49-yard line of the Golden Eagles. Powell. First down, 35 of Missouri.
All right, that's the second time now that we've seen Reggie Collier go back in a straight back setup without moving to his right or left, and it has worked for him. Here it is right here. Let's take a look at it. Good pocket protection as he goes back. There's the throw coming across the middle. A good reception and pick up for the first down. That keeps the momentum on their side for the time being. Raymond Powell on that reception.
Raymond Powell took the place of Jim Brown when he was injured earlier in the year, and he has kept that starting tight end job. Floyd broke one tackle and then is lassoed by Taft Sales of Missouri. Go to Steve Grad.
This is Bruce Miller, the cornerback for Southern Mississippi. Bruce, how tough is the Missouri offense to stop?
It's pretty tough, you know. They got some good receivers, you know. You got to be on your toes, you know, playing all the routes they run, you know.
Also, how did you make that one-on-one tackle late in the second quarter on that great kickoff return? You saved the TD.
Well, I'm the safety on the kickoff anyway, you know. And when he broke through the line, it was my job to call him to one side of the field and just close in on him.
Bruce Miller, thank you.
Second down, Golden Eagles. Floyd. And Jerome Sally with the quick reaction, the good lateral pursuit, drops him for a loss of 2. John, we talked in the beginning of the show about the quickness of Southern Mississippi's defense, and here we're seeing some quickness and size with Missouri.
Well, Missouri does have the size, a lot bigger people than what Southern Mississippi has, but they also have quickness as well, Howard, as you mentioned, as we saw Jerome right there make a fantastic play on what looked like may have been a large gainer. But with his quickness, he was able to get out there and stop the play.
Third down, 15. Livings in motion. The blitz is on. Sally and Gaylord make the tackle on Ricky Floyd of Southern Miss, and it will bring up a fourth down play. It'll bring up fourth down at about 10 for a first down. And Bruce Thompson comes on with the punting unit, as they would have to try a 51-yard field goal, which is a little bit out of Steve Clark's range. He's only kicked a 41-yarder as longest this year. Thompson looking for the coffin corner. Doesn't quite get there. And so with 8:39 to play, third quarter, Missouri in control at this point. They lead it by the score of 13-3 at the 36th Tangerine Bowl football game.
Toyota Supra and Dan Gurney.
To make a car comfortable and fun to drive at the same time, it takes the right stuff. The new Supra has everything where you can touch or see it. Instrumentation monitors every move. And the seat has so many adjustments, it does everything but eject you. It takes the right stuff to make a performance car comfortable.
The all-new Toyota Celica Supra.
And this is the right stuff.
Supra.
Mom, it's the most important shower of my life, and you switch deodorant soaps?
Blue Shield is better. It's extra strength.
I'm about to pop the question. Now then.
Shield fights odor better, so you'll feel cleaner.
Clinical tests prove Shield fights odor better than the leading deodorant soap.
I do feel cleaner. I do. Now, if only Joan will say I do.
Oh, how can she resist?
New Shield fights odor better, so you'll feel cleaner.
I feel cleaner than ever before.
Missouri with the football at their own 20-yard line. Craig White goes wide to the left. Caver, top of the screen. Meyer. Amazing that he picked up as many yards as he did because Southern Mississippi had excellent lateral pursuit.
Great pursuit. They're playing a little bit better defensively now. Missouri still trying to run that right side of the right tackle. That's where they were able to gain most of the yards in the first half, and I'm sure they will continue to come back to that.
George Shorthose comes in the game as Bob Meyer goes out for some equipment repair in New Jersey. Caver comes to the near side. Craig White to the far right. The draw. Nowhere. Charlie Jenkins closed it down real quick and prevented Bill White from going anywhere. This is the first full team recruited entirely by head coach Warren Powers for Missouri. They've been ranked as high as 8th this year after winning their first 5 in a row, and they stumbled a little bit, some tough losses along the way, but they're here at the Tangerine Bowl, and the folks of Orlando are happy to have them here as they are Southern Mississippi. Bruce Miller has intercepted a Brad Perry pass, and Perry was the one that had to take him out of bounds.
Ball was thrown out there, but the offensive man fell down, leaving Miller right there to receive the pass for the interception.
Bruce Miller picks it off and takes it down to the 8.5-yard line of Mizzou.
Let's take a look at it, see if we can see where the offensive man has fallen down. Bruce Miller steps right in front of him. There's the throw. It was a little bit rushed by Perry. The man goes down, but the ball was really thrown a little too softly for the offensive man to come back and get it. Bruce Miller right there for the interception.
Bobby Collins talked about creating turnovers. This is their first of the night. Collier had a touchdown, and he just, as he cut, he slipped. Ricky Floyd sets a beautiful block, John, as we look at it.
It's a fine block right here by Floyd as we see Collier getting to the outside. Now he's looking for, he's got a touchdown right here, but the turf ball comes out from underneath his foot and he slips down. It's an easy 6 for him.
Collier takes it to the 4-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal as Neil Alexander comes in place of Sammy Winder. Winder waltzes into the end zone. What blocking up front.
Tremendous line surge by the Southern Mississippi team. No one touched him. Jumped over top. Bill White on number 45 for the touchdown for Southern Mississippi. To draw him now up to 13-10.
Sammy Winder, who makes a habit of scoring touchdowns. He has 39 in his career. Here's number 40.
Right there.
So for the first time, Steve Clark will get a chance at an extra point. Out of the Stellar's hole. Missouri's lead is now cut to 3 with 7:10 to go, 3rd quarter. Right here, let's pause for these messages from your local station.
When you start counting calories, some of the so-called light beers don't stand up. Michelob Light, 134 calories. Old Milwaukee Light, 120. Stroh Light, 115. Natural Light, 110. Coors Light, 105. But wait, Stag Light stands on its own. A brewery fresh 96-calorie light beer that's less filling and great tasting. Stag Light, with a light price, too.
Channel 12 News Break.
Good evening. Martial law retains its stranglehold on Poland tonight, but more reports are slipping out across the border as to what is happening there. Still no indications as to the whereabouts of U.S. and NATO General Dozier kidnapped in Italy by the Red Brigade. Now this.
During Dreyfus Christmas savings sale, you'll find half-carat diamond rings and pendants for $999.
Dreyfus, where diamonds.
Those stories plus weather and sports tonight after the football game.
Our winter storms break first on Channel 12 News.
Jeff Smith, number 23. James Caver, number 82. The deep men for the Missouri Tigers. To await the Shane Gavarell kickoff here in the third quarter with 7:10 to play. Caver 1 yard deep. And oh, doctor. Mike Shiro made the tackle inside the 15-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline. Steve Gratt has touchdown, Sammy Winder.
Sammy, you just scored a touchdown. That hole looked wide open.
Yeah, it was. It was great blocking by my offensive line and center. It was great.
What do you think about when you see a hole that big?
Oh, just hit it as fast as I can. I can say one thing. We're coming back, Dad, so hang in there.
Sammy Winder just scored the TD.
A confident young man. Missouri with the football deep in their own territory. Pass is blocked at the line of scrimmage, intended for Kurt Thomas. By Rod O'Barr. They've got a piece of it. Second down.
A good play fake right here by Perry. And we had a man open, but someone, O'Barr, jumped up and slapped the ball down. There's a man open right there, as we can see as we come off of the picture. And O'Barr had his hand in it, knocked it down.
Meyer to the 15. George Tillman cut him down after a gain of about 3 on the play. George, a big guy, 6'3", only 202, and yet they call him too tall. Big play for Missouri's Tigers. Third down and 6 from their own 15-yard line. Bill White to the 35. And Bud Brown, the strong safety.
Great job that time by Perry, finding his receiver coming from out of the backfield across the line of scrimmage, and then just lofting it right into his arms, pick up the first down.
20 yards in the pickup. The nasty bunch of Southern Mississippi. Drive that took all of 44 seconds, opened up by the Bruce Miller pass interception. Perry had Kurt Thomas wide open, and he underthrew him.
The good pattern run by Kurt Thomas. Perry going back looking for his receiver, spotted him, but then could not get the ball to him. He may have had 6 on that one if he could have gotten the ball up.
Thomas ran a good route. The ball was just underthrown. You wonder how much that rib cartilage problem that Perry had a few weeks ago still affects him. I believe he's still wearing that flak jacket.
Looks like he still has it on to me.
Meyer with an exceptional grab. One-handed grab takes it to the 44-yard line. And Lucci Allen made the tackle.
It was an excellent throw by Perry. He is really rushed just about off of his feet here. He just lofts the ball over top of a defender. Right there was a fine grab by Meyer, who picks up some good yardage.
9 yards in the pass and the run by Bob Meyer. It's third down and 1 for Mizzou. With 5:28 to play third quarter, the Tigers lead at 13-10. Bill White, first down. Gerald Bayless, the nose guard for Southern Miss. Slowed him up and stopped him at the 47-yard line.
Joe Driving from Hattiesburg.
Little on the chilly side in Orlando, Florida. Temperature right around the 43-degree mark at game time. First down play for the Tigers. Again, Bill White to midfield. And Mark Carmichael, the right side linebacker, made the stop at the 50-yard line. Let's go to Steve Grass.
All right, well, with the Southern Mississippi cheering section, was it worth the drive from Mississippi? How about this Florida weather? Is it warm enough? Well, we're doing all right.
Perry has the ball deflected at the line of scrimmage by Richard Byrd. He was looking for James Caver, and Richard Byrd at 6'5" extended himself and knocked it down.
Good defense. What happens on those type of plays when the defensive lineman tries to get through, can't, then he's taught to jump up in the air wherever the quarterback is looking, trying to get his hands to distract the quarterback or hopefully hit the ball like he did that time.
3rd and 7, Missouri. Caver at the top of your screen. The rush is on. And a fine defensive play by Bud Brown. Pass is intended for the tight end, Andy Gibler. So it will bring up a 4th down play. Eric Schmidt to come in to punt on 4th down. He'll be kicking to Danny Jackson. There's Eric Schmidt to Danny Jackson or Ricky Floyd. A fake. Bill White. 1st down. Bruce Miller made the tackle, but Mizzou comes up with a bit of a surprise. They've done that before during the course of the year. One more time.
They caught Southern Mississippi sleeping that time. Just enough for the 1st down situation.
So Missouri will get it 1st down. This is John Williams, who is a member of the high school All-America team that you will meet and greet during halftime of the Bluebonnet Bowl, and his coach alongside. A lot of our high school All-America football players have gone on to excel in the college ranks. One comes to mind, Art Schleister, quarterback at Ohio State. 1st down and 10 for Missouri. Play fake. And a diving catch at the 29-yard line by James Caver. That's Caver's 3rd reception of the evening.
Perry that time with tremendous protection by his offensive line. Stayed right in the pocket, looked for his receiver, waited until he came open, and then drilled the ball right to him.
Bobby Collins not very happy at the way things are going now as Ball Club came back and cut it to 13-10, which is where it is now, but Missouri is on the march. Short hose. Inside the 20. Danny Jackson, the free safety. Hey, the stop of the play, and John Miller, the left guard for Mizzou. Watch the hole he opens.
Take a look at some of the offensive blocking as he's following very, very well. Going down the side, sliding back behind his protection, and then going for it, going for full speed and good leg drive. Almost has a 1st down. Let's see if he doesn't have it there.
It's going to be a little short. I mentioned Danny Jackson, the free safety. He is this year's winner of the Kent Collins Scholarship Award, presented in memory of Bobby Collins, the head coach's son. It was established after Bobby Collins' son, Kent, was killed in an accidental death in 1978. Bill White is in at running back, replacing Short Hose. Short Hose is still in the game. Mike Richards has come out now. So White and Short Hose are the setback. 2nd down, less than a yard. Bill White. Maybe a 1st down. Larry Olford, the right tackle, was there. Looks like it might be enough for a 1st down. We'll wait till they bring the chains out. We have 2 minutes 36 seconds to play third quarter. Missouri leading Southern Mississippi by the score of 13-10. The game that we figured would be very close. As a matter of fact, the sports editor of the Sentinel-Star here in Orlando, Larry Guest, had picked the score 24.5 to 24.25. That's how close he thought it was going to be. Bob Meyer has come back in the game at running back for Missouri. First down for the Tigers, 18-yard line of Southern Mississippi. Meyer, not much. Bobby Meyer, running back, academic all Big 8 with a grade average of a little better than 3, and with 4 being perfect. Just a heck of a note. A lot of very bright young men out of this football field here this evening to show you that it takes more than just athletic ability to excel. They have that and academics as well. Bill White inside the 15. And Bruce Miller, the left quarterback, makes the tackle. Andy Gibbler, the tight end for Mizzou, will put down a pretty good block to get White free for a few yards.
Howard, that tight end is so important in the running game, the passing game as well. If you don't have a tight end that can block, if it can't block, it's very difficult for you to run to the outside. Also, he opens up your passing game by putting the pressure on the strong safeties and linebackers, getting open, therefore not allowing you to double team both outside people.
2 tight ends in the game. Wayne Davis joins Andy Gibbler. Bill White, ridden to the turf by George Tillman. And that will bring on the field goal team and sophomore Bob Lucchese, who has already recorded 2 field goals, one of 41 and one of 45 yards. This one will come from about 30 with a slight angle to the right. Plenty of distance and plenty of accuracy. So Missouri, with 14 seconds to play third quarter, extends their lead to 16-10. And we'll return to the Tangerine Bowl in just a moment.
I've had to write some tough things about some tough guys. But there's one guy I can't write anything bad about. His unique brand of baseball has made him a living legend. So have his commercials. They got me to try his favorite beer, light beer from Miller. Light's less filling, and it really tastes great. So I bought this light for that renowned, yet humble man, Art Frunger.
Cheer up, Billy. One day you'll be famous, just like me.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
As the punter for the New York Giants, I've learned that what you do before the game can be just as important as what you do during the game. Nutriment bodybuilding energy food can play a big part in training and pregame energy buildup because Nutriment is nutritionally balanced and provides calories for extra energy. That's why teams in this year's bowl games trained on Nutriment. Look, you don't have to be a great athlete to benefit from the great nutrition of Nutriment. It gives everyone energy to burn.
Orlando's largest fun center in the Florida Center, the Court of Flags Resort and Conference Hotel. For reservations, call now. Howard David, John Unitas, Steve Grad at the Tangerine Bowl in Orlando, Florida. Tip of the hat to Charlie McClendon, the executive director of the T-Bowl, for it's the work of not only Charlie, but his staff for selling it out for the 2nd year in a row. Charlie received the Chamber of Commerce Award for his outstanding citizenship in the city of Orlando. After just a year and a half, he receives the John Young Award. Congratulations to Charlie Mack. Ricky Floyd at the 10. Ricky Floyd had one more man to beat, and that was Scott Little. He couldn't quite turn it on Little, but otherwise Ricky might be going to the races.
He made a good move to get away from all the tacklers down there, but as you mentioned, there was one man left, but he was up to save the tackle.
Southern Miss trailing 16-10 with 8 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The Missouri Tiger, who along with the USM Golden Eagles, cheering their fans on. Living's in motion. Terrell for a tough 3 yards. Randy Joseph was there to make the stop. That will be the last play of the third quarter. With the score, Missouri 16, Southern Mississippi 10. We'll be back in just a moment.
Wow, Dad, are we going all the way down there?
We sure are, son.
The Carlin family is exploring a world that's new to them. A world of vivid color and breathtaking beauty. They can enjoy this world without worry, because the world they left behind is protected by the Hartford. Their home, their car, the family business, their lives are all protected by the Hartford. The Hartford can help protect your world, too. With insurance that helps make sure sudden and unavoidable losses don't create financial hardships for you and your family. Insurance that protects a family's world, whether they're at home or away, discovering a new way. To find out how, just call an independent agent who represents the Hartford. Let us protect your world.
We begin the fourth quarter of the Tangerine Bowl. There's been some discussion in the city of Orlando about the expansion of this stadium, perhaps to as many as 66,000 seats. 52,000 currently holding the sellout crowd. The crowd has thinned out a little bit. It's a little bit chilly in Orlando. A 2nd and 7 play coming up. Sammy Winder, the touchdown scorer for Southern Miss, to the 34-yard line, met by Randy Joseph and Van Darko. Correction, that was Clement Terrell, the ball carrier. Neil Alexander comes into the game.
Come on, deep!
A 3rd down play. 3rd and 2. Collier for the 1st down. Taft Sales chased him out of bounds. Raymond Powell opened up the door for Reggie Collier, and he got a 1st down near the 40-yard line. Some of the impressive statistics of Reggie Collier. Finished 9th in the Heisman Trophy balloting, 3rd team Associated Press All-American. Rod Skillman is in at defensive tackle for Missouri, replacing Randy Joseph. Jerome Sally, the nose guard, batted down the Reggie Collier pass intended for Raymond Powell. That'll bring up a 2nd down as Charlie Carter goes off the field for Southern Miss at right guard. And Lehman Alley, a sophomore from Birmingham, comes in for Southern Mississippi. 2nd and 10 play for the Golden Eagles. Missouri is coming. And Collier goes down. The strong safety, Kevin Potter. A former Golden Glove champ put the knockout punch to Reggie.
We got a blitz by Potter, number 18, as you see him coming right in from between the 2 tackles. And it catches Collier dead to rights back in the backfield. They like to blitz. Missouri likes to blitz. They blitz just about any time they want to. There's no particular scheduled to their blitzing. They just come and go as they want.
A loss of 11, 3rd and 21 for the Golden Eagles. Collier in trouble. And he is decked for the 4th time tonight, this time by Rod Skillman. And so the punting unit will come on for the Golden Eagles. Bruce Thompson. Here's head coach Warren Powers. He was quite a football player, defensive back at Nebraska, and then on with the Oakland Raiders, played the 1968 Super Bowl for the Raiders. Thompson gets it away, and it is short. The ball went out of bounds at the 34-yard line of Southern Mississippi. With a break in the action, 13:03 to play in the football game. Missouri leading by 6. Will return in a moment.
The Toyota Standard Truck has 3 very impressive numbers that we feel will transport you to your Toyota dealer. The first 2 are 32 and 25. The third number is 6298. So in buying a truck, go buy the numbers and go buy number 1, the best-selling line of small trucks, Toyota. So go buy number 1.
Spanish test tomorrow. Tango said means I am thirsty. I am thirsty. Wouldn't a tall, frosty glass of orange juice taste good right now? Wonder how you say orange juice in Spanish. I'm gonna get some orange juice right now. Wouldn't it be awful if we were out of orange juice? ¿Dónde está? Ah, there it is.
100% pure orange juice from Florida. It isn't just for breakfast anymore.
Show the world our true colors with an officially licensed NCAA Lucky Stripes or Western hat from AJD, available at leading sporting goods stores. First down for Missouri after a 5-yard punt by Bruce Thompson. Perry looking for Caver. He's got him inside the 20-yard line, taken down by Danny Jackson. James Caver with his 4th reception of the night, and that one takes him inside the 20-yard line.
Perry's using his throwing very, very well. He's using a lot of play-action type stuff since they've been so successful running the ball, which really holds the linebackers up tight. It's not allowing them to get too much of a drop and makes it difficult on the defensive secondary.
Bill White inside the 15 to the 12. Mark Carmichael, the right side linebacker from Southern Miss, was there. Bernard last to the right guard, opened up the hole. Let's go to Steve.
Bill McNamee is a man repairing the helmet. You got a tough job, surgery here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good ball game going. A lot of hard hitting out there.
How quickly can you fix a helmet?
Pretty quick. Pretty quick. Depending on what it is, but I can fix it pretty quick.
How quick is pretty quick? Second down play. Meyer. Tackled by Greg Kelly. They take it to the 11-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down play. Missouri leading 16-10 with 11:50 to play in the football game.
Howard, you got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line of that Missouri team. It's really has taken command in the second half, and as they have moved the ball very, very well, and just have done just about whatever they wanted to Southern Mississippi's football team.
Missouri has taken a timeout, and so will we. With 11:36 to play in the football game, Missouri leading by 6.
Over the years, us guys in Light Beer from Miller have had a lot of laughs. But this time we'd like to share some personal sentiments. Boo?
Have a very Merry Christmas.
Yeah, and a Happy New Year, too. Yeah.
And this holiday, may there be bass under all your lily pads. May all your pockets be full.
Feliz Navidad. Peace.
We wish you everything you always wanted in a Christmas.
And more.
You know, I'm glad they asked me to do this commercial. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Set special C in Anchor Depot.
Right, standard runner.
Right, standard runner, aye.
Port of call, Hong Kong.
Sir, combat hold skunk
The
out.
Navy. Over 75% of our jobs give you technical training. Get one.
Let go of the anchor.
Liberty call now, Liberty call.
Speak to your recruiter or call this toll-free number. Navy. It's not just a job. It's an adventure.
George Shorthose is in the backfield for Missouri, an excellent pass catcher on a third down play. It is Shorthose, the runner. A loss of a yard. Bruce Miller, who has one pass interception tonight, makes the tackle there, and that'll bring on Bob Lucchese to try his fourth field goal. I don't believe that Lucchese has kicked as many as 4 in any one game this year. This would be his personal best of the year. He has 3 thus far.
And the kickers like Lucchese are getting rare, you know. These guys, he's a straight-ahead kicker. He's not a sidewinder.
This one will come from 28 yards away with Perry to hold. Angle to the left. Bob Lucchese has 4 field goals on the night, and it is now 19-10, Missouri leading Southern Mississippi right here. We'll take this time out from these words from your local station.
If you're thinking about saving winter fuel costs and getting air conditioning too, here's an add-on heat pump that's really different. The York Maximizer. York has a brain that's always thinking about saving you energy, keeping your system trouble-free, helping it last years longer. Aren't those the things you're thinking about too?
We sure are.
York. We have the brains to save you energy and money.
Your authorized York dealers, Steve True Value Hardware Malden and Bill Davis Electric Farmington.
Whatever chainsaw you use, your chain has to be sharp. Here's a 12-volt sharpener that goes to the woods with you. Clips on your batteries. Grind and Joint puts a professional edge on any saw chain. With its rugged 24,000 RPM motor, Grind and Joint hones an entire chain in minutes. Saves you money with every sharpening. Grind and Joint sharpener from Grandberg. See your local dealer.
KFBS-TV, Channel 12, Cape Girardeau.
Has a Missouri school record and breaks the Tangerine Bowl record. Lucchese easily right now the offensive performer for Missouri. He's accounted for 13 points out of the 19 the Tigers have put on the board.
I think you have to give credit to the whole offensive lineup for the fine job they've been doing all evening for Missouri.
Ricky Floyd is the man in the middle, awaiting the Bellata kick. He kicks it short. Floyd at the 10. Floyd outside the 35 to the 36, tackled by Bobby Bell. Bobby Bell's dad, of course, Bobby Sr., was such a tremendous linebacker for the Kansas City Chiefs, an All-Pro and an All-America at Minnesota. And Bobby Bell Jr., a sophomore, makes the tackle there. There's a guy with a whole lot of courage, I'll tell you.
He doesn't realize it's 28 degrees out here. I think that's what it is. He'll be in the hospital tomorrow with double pneumonia.
Well, I don't know if he will or not, but you and I may be. Temperature's down to 28 degrees.
That's right.
Uncharacteristic temperature for the city of Orlando, and what an incredible city this has turned into. In the last 6 years since I've been coming here, the city has grown and grown and grown and making tremendous strides. The injured player is Duncan Hoffman, a junior out of St. Louis, a reserve cornerback. And so the University of Southern Mississippi, with 10:44 to play in the football game, trails 19-10. In any minute, you just wait and anticipate Reggie Collier exploding. Thus far, Missouri has dampened the fuse. Terrell, the ball carrier. Darko, the tackler. Kenneth Bailey in at right tackle for USM, opened up a pretty good hole. And a gain out to the 42-yard line. There is Duncan Hoffman, the injured Missouri Tiger.
Right there. Right there.
Gain of 6 in the play. Second down, 4 for the Golden Eagles. Winder across the 45, near a first down. David McNeil, the weak side linebacker, was there. The first half, we were talking about the co-captains of the Hartford Senior All-America team that you saw at halftime. David Galloway, who was last year's defensive player of the game in the Tangerine Ball from the University of Florida, and Richard Diana, the exciting tailback from Yale University, who had a tremendous career. A 3.5 grade average. Future in medicine or about anything he wants to do. He is that intelligent. Close to a first down, Sammy Winder.
Howard, to show you how well Missouri's defense has been playing, they've held Collier to 5 completions out of 15 attempts for a mere 45 yards.
Joey Hendricks is in the game at left tackle for Southern Mississippi. Kenneth Bentley hobbled out of the lineup for the Golden Eagles. Mike Livings comes wide to the left. Lips wide to the right. Ricky Floyd trying to turn the corner, and he's not going to get there as David McNeil closed down the angle. Let's go down to Steve Grad.
Trainer Fred Wappel, what is the situation with Duncan Hoffman?
Duncan Hoffman has a recurrent injury to a pinched nerve in his left shoulder, which he sustained throughout the year. And he's aching up in his shoulder. He's got feeling back in his arm. We hope to have him back in about 5 or 10 minutes.
Is this something you can repair right here on the sideline?
It's something that'll settle down on the sideline. It's nothing we're really going to repair. It's got to settle down by itself.
Fred Wappel, the trainer of Missouri.
Thank you, Steve. Second down and 9 for the Golden Eagles. Collier under a rush and under a barrage of Missouri Tigers, led by Ken Judd and Kevin Potter. Reggie Collier is having one of those nights that he will long remember, and in a negative sense.
He may have a few nightmares this evening when he goes to bed about this football game, because they have completely shut him out. Let's take a look at Reggie Collier as he comes out from the center, sprints to his left, and then watch the pursuit by the Missouri Tigers as they just tie him in knots back there. He has had no time in which to do anything this evening.
5 quarterback sacks for the Tigers. Mike Livings in motion on a third down play. Ricky Floyd to the 45, and Benny Smith will not allow him to go further. So it'll bring up a 4th down play. And Warren Powers has to feel good, particularly about his defense right now.
Yeah, just tell your backside back and just go ahead and dive.
Bruce Thompson to punt. James Caver. A lot of hang time on the punt, and Caver fair catch at the 14-yard line. We have 7 minutes, 20 seconds to play in the football game, and Missouri leading by that margin.
This thief wants to steal the things that mean the world to you, like your family's silver. Unfortunately, most homeowners' policies limit silver coverage to just $1,000. The Hartford can help by showing you ways to make sure your silver coverage keeps pace with its full value. To protect the things that mean the world to you, call an independent agent who represents the Hartford. Let us protect your world.
Welcome to our people-pleasing places. Good luck.
Holiday Inn makes me feel like a winner. That's why my team chooses Holiday Inn. No surprises. Beds always comfortable, always. Big rooms. And there's a Holiday Inn hotel near just about everywhere we play. Well, let's go call them like we see them.
You have to see them to call them. Holiday Inn is number 1 in people-pleasing.
Mama Leone's is now celebrating its 75th Mamaversary year. We make dining a special occasion any day of the week, all year long. Join us for good food and good times. 1st and 10 for Missouri at their own 15-yard line. Meyer gang tackled at the 17-yard line by Richard Byrd and George Tillman. The Missouri Tigers in full force tonight. They are playing a whale of a football game. They are controlling the tempo of this game without a doubt.
Southern Mississippi hasn't given up, though. They're playing with a lot of enthusiasm down there. A lot of good, hard hitting.
Second down, about 7 for the Tigers with 6:45 remaining. Bill White. Excellent play by Gerald Bayless and Rod O'Barr. Combining on the hit, Bayless got him first and brought him down at the 18-yard line. No gain. It'll bring up third down. Thus far, Missouri is 3 of 13 in third down conversions. Caver comes wide right. Andy Hill wide to the left. In a pro set. Perry was going for the downs. Caver wanted pass interference to be called against Bruce Miller, but it was not to be, and the Missouri fans to the near sideline let the referees know they didn't agree with the call.
It's like Danny Jackson may have bumped him as he was going into his route there, but the officials didn't see it that way.
So now you wonder if Southern Miss will send everybody, but I see 2 men back deep, Danny Jackson and Ricky Floyd. As Eric Schmidt, and there you see his statistics thus far tonight. The rush is on. They almost got to him, and they're saying that they did not rough the kicker. Schmidt went down. The kick was way short. Larry Alford got a piece of it for Southern Mississippi. And so with 5:50 to play in the football game, Missouri leading by the score of 19-10. We'll return in a moment.
Vitalis says it's true. A man has to keep himself under control.
4,000 feet, 3,000 feet, 2,000 feet.
But I'm under control. After you dry and style your hair, use the Vitalis pump for a terrific natural look you can keep under control just the way you want all day long.
My horse in the 5th finished first in the 6th. But I'm under control.
Who says it's true? Vitalis says it's true. A man has to keep himself under control.
I'm under control.
What's wrong with the computer? Tape drive.
The Army's most technical skills are also the ones most in demand. But now if you qualify, there's a way to reserve the skill you want up to 12 months before you go in. It's called the Delayed Entry Program, and it guarantees you the training you want.
Be all that you can be, 'cause we need you.
Okay, it's up.
In the Army.
So Southern Mississippi now with the football at the Missouri 31-yard line with 5:50 to play in the game, and it's still a 9-point Missouri lead. The intended receiver flipped down over the middle. I believe it was Raymond Powell, the tight end. Eric Schmidt limped off the field for Missouri, and hopefully he is all right. There you see Collier not having the night he would have preferred to have. It'll bring up second down and 10 from the 31-yard line of Missouri. Means and Lewis Lips, twin receivers to the left. Kevin Potter showing a blitz. Potter is coming, and Collier goes down. At the 40-yard line, Potter and Judd got to him. That is the 6th quarterback sack of the night against Reggie Collier.
Missouri's had 30 sacks coming into this football game, and they now have added 6 more, so that's 36 for the total for the season, which is not bad. As we mentioned before, they just blitz anytime they feel like it, for no rhyme or reason, but they're doing a tremendous job for it.
Lewis Lips goes out. Don Horn comes in at wide receiver in a third down play. Southern Miss 5 of 15, third down conversion. This is 3rd and 19. The blitz is on again. Collier unloaded it a whole lot sooner than he wanted to. The rush was on again. They have put tremendous pressure on Reggie Collier. Jeff Smith has had a whale of a game. We'll be announcing very shortly the Defensive Player of the Game Award. George Franzen from Lever Brothers, makers of Shield Soap, will have the announcement. Thompson's punt goes into the end zone. With 5:04 to play in the fourth quarter, Missouri leading at 19-10. We'll return to the 36th Tangerine Bowl in just a moment.
Out of the past into 1,000 tomorrows comes a car made of the right stuff. The 1982 Toyota Celica, aerodynamically conceived to be efficient, not just different. Its new wedge shape with retractable headlights cheats the wind for a performance not even reached in many sports cars. The 1982 Toyota Celica, the right stuff for the right time, right now. Celica.
There's an old saying about travel. Run with the wind. It means travel carefree. Roam the world with ease. Now there's a traveler's check that keeps the wind at your back, bearing the symbol recognized and respected the world over. Now, MasterCard Traveler's Checks. MasterCard Traveler's Checks.
5:04 to play in the football game. At the Tangerine Bowl, Howard David, John Unitas, Steve Grad, bringing you all the action on the Ms. Lou Television Network. December 31st, we'll have the Hall of Fame Bowl and the Bluebonnet Bowl. The Hall of Fame at 2 Eastern Time, the Bluebonnet at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Brad Perry in at quarterback. He's gone all the way for the Tigers. Bob Meyer taken down from behind by George Tillman after a gain of 3 on the play.
Again, the offensive line opening up great holes against Southern Mississippi. Southern Mississippi still hasn't given up. It's been a well-played football game, I thought, so far. Howard, both teams playing very, very hard. That's been entertaining.
Second down, 7. It has to be. Missouri with 4.5 to play in the game. Meyer into the secondary and still going to the 45-yard line, a gain of 22 on the play. Brad Edelman, the offensive center, the All-America, opened up a hole big enough to drive a truck through.
There it is. Take a look at it. Nothing but a straight dive with a tremendous hole. And Meyer just picks the hole. It gets hit right there. And watch the rest of the guys who pile on him, and he continues to carry it for an extra 4 or 5 yards. Good, strong leg drive.
We'll be going to Steve Grad shortly to pick our defensive player of the game. First and 10 for Missouri. Bill White. Knocked out of bounds by Bruce Miller at the 42-yard line. Steve Grad standing by with the defensive player of the game.
All right, we've got the defensive player of the game, and to present the award to Kevin Potter, here's George Franzen of Lever Brothers.
Kevin, congratulations on being nominated the most valuable defensive player of the game. Congratulations on an outstanding performance.
Thanks a lot, sir. I really appreciate it. And I'm most happy about this award because it's my birthday, and I always think this is the best birthday gift I've ever received.
Well, that's a good birthday present. You deserved it. It was a great game.
We really enjoyed it, and we really enjoyed ourselves, and the people of Orlando really showed us a good time. I think it's great when we get the community involved in such a great event like this.
Very good, Kevin. Kevin Potter, defensive player of the game from Missouri, getting the award from George Franzen.
Thank you, Steve. George, Kevin, congratulations to Kevin Potter, the defensive player of the game, for his outstanding performance in the secondary. He had made life just miserable for Reggie Collier tonight. Second down and 9 for the Tigers, 41-yard line of the Eagles. The draw to Bill White. And diagnosed by the Golden Eagles, Richard Byrd. It's ball control time now, John. 3:08 to play in the game, and Missouri, at this point, it would appear comfortably ahead by 9 points.
Missouri's had the ball for quite a long time for most of the ball game. The good possession, the good drives with the runs, and Perry's been throwing the football extremely well and calling the plays very, very well. A lot of play action type stuff to hold linebackers, to break his people open downfield. And all in all, I think he's had a very fine football game as well as the rest of the Missouri team.
Third down play, Perry going deep for Caver and overthrown. We'd like to thank Roland Dale, the athletic director at Southern Mississippi, and Dave Hart, the athletic director at the University of Missouri, for having the judgment to supply us and surround themselves with some great people, particularly Bill Callahan and Bob Brendel, the sports information director and assistant SID at Missouri, and Ace Cleveland from Southern Mississippi. Fourth down play. Schmidt apparently is all right. He'll punt it away. Trying to hang it up. Ricky Floyd signals fair catch. The ball hits inside the 5, and it'll be brought out. As it goes into the end zone, it'll be brought out to the 20-yard line. With 2:26 to go in the game, the 36th Tangerine Bowl winding down will return with Missouri leading by 9.
I'm sorry about last night. I really was sick.
You don't sound sick.
Sick as a dog. Stuffy, aches, fever, coughs, like flu.
You don't sound sick.
Well, I took some of this new stuff. Contact Severe Cold Formula.
You don't
For those, I
sound.
get 50% more medicine than Comprex for aches, fever, even coughing. How about next week?
When you really are sick, get Contact Severe Cold Formula. It's new and it works.
Maybe it works too well.
We asked Roger Staubach to find out how people spell relief.
How do you spell relief?
For acid indigestion, R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
For heartburn, R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Rolaids really does spell relief.
Like a sponge, Rolaids antacid medicine consumes 100% of the acid required to give millions 100% relief.
How do you spell relief?
I spell relief R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
For millions of Americans, Rolaids spells 100% relief.
Southern Mississippi with a football at their own 20-yard line and only 2:26 left to play in which to get something started. Collier looking and picking up about 5 yards in the play. Taken down from behind by David McNeil, and Reggie Collier is shaken up at the 26-yard line. Our thanks to a whole lot of people, which we'll get to. Our spotters, Bob Brendel, David Lengel, Pete Lengel, for helping us out. Our thanks, too, to Pete and Mike Franzen for assisting us up here in the booth and down to the truck. And the announcement of the most valuable player award about to be received now. And let's go to Steve Grad for the announcement.
Okay, Mr. Russell Hogue of MasterCard about to make the presentation.
Thank you. On behalf of MasterCard and its 24,000 members around the world, congratulations on an outstanding performance tonight as the most valuable player.
Jeff Gaylord, defensive tackle.
Thanks a lot. I just wish, you know, the whole defense played great, and I just wish I had one of these for all the guys out there today, because the defense was super, offense came through. I couldn't be prouder of everybody on the team.
Thank you, Jeff. Congratulations. Thank you, Mr. Hogue.
Thank you.
Jeff Gaylord, who once upon a time did a little go-go dancing for a sideline. I'm glad he has spurned that idea.
I think that's something he just as soon forget, Howard.
Yeah, well, we want to remind him one great time. We have 2:11 to play in the game with an injury to Reggie Collier. We'll take a break here with Missouri ahead 19-10.
There's one product no medicine cabinet should be without. Alka-Seltzer.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ho!
Alka-Seltzer.
Ho, ho, ho! Ho, 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 ho!
For acid indigestion with headache, nothing's more soothing or effective.
Ho, ho, ho!
No wonder it's America's home remedy.
Reggie Collier is being helped off the field by the trainers of Southern Mississippi. The one positive note that comes out of seeing something as unfortunate as that is that you know Reggie Collier will be back next year. And so the chief comes to play quarterback for Southern Miss, Davy Sellers, a senior in his last game as a collegiate. Winder for not much, if anything at all, and Tom Woodland, who broke his leg in the 5th game against Kansas State here tonight, made the stop.
Come on, give me Tiger. Ready, go. Hello, Miss Lou. Merry Christmas.
To Ms. Lou from Mizzou. 1:25 left to play in the game. 3rd and 5, Southern Miss at their own 26-yard line. Sellers under a rush again. Got Lewis Lips at the 50-yard line. Lips is going to go for a touchdown. 74-yard touchdown pass and run. Davy Sellers to Lewis Lips. And there's still, all of a sudden, John, 1:03 to play in the game. And would you believe, the backup quarterback comes in and throws a touchdown pass on his first attempt.
Let's take a look at Davy Sellers as he's standing back in the pocket, finally forced the outside. Makes a good effort to get away from the defender. There's the throw and a fine run after the catch. And we still have a ball game on our hands here, Howard, at 19-16.
Quite apparently. Who would have thought that it would even be this close the way Missouri was controlling this football game?
That's exactly right.
Steve Clark for the extra point, and it is good. And just like that, it is a 2-point football game with 1:03 to play.
Well, and what do you do? You kick it onside, or do you go for it and try to hold it?
Well, you got to believe that Southern Miss, that you would imagine that they would try an onside kick.
I would think so, but Missouri's been pretty tough, although the Southern Mississippi has been very difficult defensively as well at times. But Missouri has been able to control it most of the second half.
Southern Miss led the nation in scoring defense, allowing just 8 points a game. They never gave up more than 14 points a game until tonight in 1981. But by the same token, Missouri is no slouch when it comes to play defense. In total defense, Missouri is 7th, Southern Miss is 5. I read somewhere this morning in the newspaper, they said that the amount of hitting or the fierceness of hitting would register something like 8.5 on the Richter scale, and I think it has done just that. Gabarel, you would expect an onside kick, and here it is. Southern Miss had a chance, and the ball could have been recovered by Mike Alford, number 5, and it went right by him. Southern Miss had a chance, and Missouri just closed the door. Executive producer of Mizzlou Television Network, Vincent C. Piano. Our director tonight, Roger Schwing. The associate producers, Bill Schwing and Don Friedman. Our network coordinator, Mark Wenzel. Traffic coordinator, Barbara Silver. Our network operations, Ellen Miller. Barry Fiok, our technical director tonight. Here are our video people who would have done such a tremendous job tonight. Our camera people capturing the fierceness of the hitting that has gone on. And Missouri, you would think all they would have to do now is eat up the clock with 1:03 to play. Meyer tackled down by Rhett Whitley. And immediately, Southern Miss calls for a timeout. That play took 5 seconds.
Southern Miss with 2 more timeouts left now. So they're going to call timeout on the next play as well.
Lewis Lips from Davy Sellers, 74 yards, and here's how it happened from the end zone.
And here's another look at it. As you see, Davy Sellers going back, setting in the pocket. Here comes the rush. Now being chased out of the pocket, does a good job eluding all those people back there. Here's the throw, and the rest is history.
Ball wasn't thrown very well, but the end result is all that counts.
It got there.
Somehow or another, I don't remember Unitas throwing the ball except in a tight spiral.
Ha, ha. I used to throw it end over end. That way they could catch either end they wanted to.
Second down and 12 for Mizzou's Tigers on the 46-yard line of Missouri with 58 seconds to play. And Brad Perry with the job of trying to hold on to the football and keep it away from the Golden Eagles. Meyer again. Shut down, and quickly they call for timeout. Gerald Bayless, the nose guard, made the tackle and had the awareness immediately to call for timeout. That play took 5 seconds.
All right, he's got one more timeout left, and he's got 53 seconds on the clock. They'll have to use the other timeout.
Warren Powers has been in a lot of close football games in his time at Nebraska under head coach Bob Devaney, and with the Oakland Raiders. This young man at 40 years of age has accomplished a whole lot in football, and more to come from him, I'm sure. All right, let's go to the sidelines and Steve Grad.
These are some of the Missouri fans. How do you like the game so far?
Great. It's wonderful. We were the envy of St. Louis till we got down here. This is the coldest game we've been to all year.
But at least your Tigers are leading.
Yeah, that's what makes it warm. Thanks, Bob and Jeannie Devlin, for making this trip possible.
Third down and 11, 47-yard line of Missouri. Perry's going to have to put it up. Meyer, ridden out of bounds by number 50, Greg Kelly. And that play took 9 seconds, so there are 44 seconds remaining in this football game. And for Southern Mississippi, they don't think it's over yet, and it isn't.
Oh, it's not. You remember the touchdown they just threw didn't take that many seconds, 5 or 6 seconds at that one. They have 44 up left. You can do a lot of things in 44 seconds.
Southern Mississippi has just spent their last time out. And so they'll try, I would imagine, to try to set up the return as best they can and get it into somewhat decent field position to get Davy Sellers working again, and we would expect to see Davy Sellers back unless for some miracle Reggie Collier is all right. New Year's Eve, December 31st, first in the afternoon at 2 Eastern Time, the Hall of Fame Bowl, Mississippi State and Kansas. And at 8 o'clock in the East, we'll have UCLA and Michigan in the Blue Bonnet Bowl. On that night, we'll let you, the fan, call in your vote for the nation's best college football team. So Eric Schmidt now will be facing a 10-man rush. Only Ricky Floyd is back deep. But the snap has got to be perfect. And it is. And they're coming, but he gets it away, and what a time for a perfect kick.
Ooh, kicked that one in the mouth. Beautiful kick. I don't know how they got through all those arms and legs down there.
46-yard punt into the end zone, and if there were ever a time that a punter had to come through for his football team, it was that time, and Eric Schmidt came through. So now you'll give the other team, in this case Southern Mississippi, the opportunity to go 80 yards if they're going to beat you, or at least get close enough for a field goal, and there's only 36 seconds to play and no timeouts remaining.
Benny Sellers in the quarterback now.
Davy Sellers, the chief, 6'3", 203-pound senior. Throws it on the run and short. He had lips open, but he could not get anything on it as he was chased out of the pocket by number 99, Randy Joseph. That play took 4 seconds, 32 seconds to play in the football game.
Well, he certainly had a man wide open down there, Howard. He just was not able to put enough stuff on the football to get it down there. It would have been perfect throw. It could have been right out of bounds to stop the clock and everything.
Mark Means comes to the near side. Lewis Lips wide to the right. Sellers rolling right. Sellers throws it down the sidelines, and it was almost picked off. Raymond Hairston defending on the play. Executive Director of the Tangerine Ball, Charlie McClendon, is standing by with Steve Grad.
Charlie, another close one again this year.
Well, this is what we want, you know, play exciting all the way. And I'll tell you what, we had 2 good football teams, and I think they gave the people what they wanted to see, a show to the very finish.
You had a great crowd, great teams. A little cold weather, though.
Well, a little different from what we're accustomed to down here. Kind of threw us in shock, but it's been a very good game.
Sellers is snowed under by the MVP of the football game, Jeff Gaylord. With 11 seconds to play, and 4th down on the last play for Southern Mississippi. And it is fitting that Jeff Gaylord makes the last tackle as he sacks Sellers with 3 seconds to play. We'd like to thank Steve Grad for expert work at the sidelines. Thank you, John Unitas, for expert analysts up here. I'm Howard David. It has been a pleasure to be here for the 6th year for the Tangerine Ball football game on the Mizzlou Television Network. There is the game's most valuable player, Jeff Gaylord. And there is the trophy that Russell Hogue of MasterCard gave him a little while ago, and he's going to treasure that little dude, I'll tell you. 3 seconds to go in the game. And you know that Perry's just going to fall on his football and let the last few seconds spend off. That's going to do it. We say good night from all of us at the Mizzlou Television Network. Thanks for being with us. The final score, Missouri 19, Southern Mississippi 17.
Joe Hefner's store-wide Christmas sale offers you tremendous savings in every department. Magnificent trend grandfather clock, Lazy Boy...